Hello, and welcome to another exciting edition of Hidden in the Universal Vault. I'm Ron, your host. Now, this is the second take I'm doing this because I had to charge my camera. I should have charged during the movie, but I do apologize, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and start over again. So yes, I'm taking a look at a Christmas movie. I'm gonna cheat this time because I'm actually going to not be doing any videos in December, but actually I'm still going to do videos. I'm not going to tell anything else after that. But so let's take a look at our Christmas movie, and this is a sequel to I think is a pretty mediocre film, and this is a Christmas movie, as I said. The movie stars John Corbett, Stacey Edwards, Michael O'Keefe, Jack Palance, along with Gavin Fink. Prancer Returns from 2001. Yes, I'm taking a look at the sequel to a film that was released in 1989. So yeah, Prancer Returns was released, as said, in 2001. This was actually made by USA Films. Yes, back when they were a movie studio and a television network, back before they were known as the Characters Welcome Company. So, yeah, what did I think of Prancer Returns? Pretty good. Let's actually talk about the movie. So, Prancer Returns, like I said, it basically follows the story of Charlie Horton. So, it follows Charlie Horton. I'm just going to say Charlie Horton. We'll just say Charlie Horton for this video. So, he's living with his mom and his brother. His parents divorced because in the first Prancer, the main character was named Jessica Roth. And they do mention the main character from the first movie. So, honestly, you don't even really need to see the first movie to know about this character. So Charlie meets up with a man played by John Corbett. So he tells Charlie's story of a little girl who discovered Prancer, and that became the town. That became a big story for that town. So he didn't really know about this story, so he tells him that story, and basically he meets up with him. Then he spots the reindeer, what believes to be Prancer's son in the movie. I believe that. So basically, he's letting them know. At the beginning of the movie, it starts out with a big parade, and we see the two bullies, which they'll be the main focus near the end, near the third half of the movie, near the end of the movie. So he's getting bullied by these kids, and basically, the principal, played by Michael O'Keefe, says, "Look, Charlie, you're a good kid, you're just misunderstood." So the bullies challenge him to throw a snowball at the girl. Turns out he misses and hits the principal. So the principal, like I said before, he said, "Charlie, you're a good kid, you're just misunderstood. I know you're a good kid." He's like, "You got detention." And it's like, he's telling him now, it's like, recess isn't over. Except for you. You will go in there now. So, honestly, I really think the principal could have been left out of the movie, and the movie probably would work, but that's the principal. Then Charlie meets up with the old man. He calls him Mr. Richards, but the DVD cover says Old Man Richards, played by Jack Palance. So he finds Prancer, but the elderly man tells him it's private property. You shouldn't be going in there. So he warns them and tells them don't come back, but he knows the reindeer's there. So the older brother doesn't like it, and he said, I want to live back with Dad. I want to go back to Chicago and live with Dad." So then the older brother, yes, goes to Chicago to see his dad. They don't show the dad. See, in Prancer, the mom died. This is a spoiler for an older movie, but the mom died and the father is struggling to make ends meet. Here, it's now the opposite. This time it's the mother that's raising the two boys in this. Her two sons. The dad's mentioned, but only in word. So that's really that, because basically all this is just take the first movie, but gender swap it, have a male. So essentially, what the writers did, they did in All Dogs 2. In All Dogs Go to Heaven 2, it was the male that was the main focus, as the first movie was the girl. And interesting fact, Prancer released when the first All Dogs came out. So yeah, I wanted to kind of bring that up. So they did that, but just swapping the gender and call, I shouldn't say call it a day. It's good. It's good, I think, for a sequel, as a direct-to-video sequel to a mediocre film. It's pretty good. So the town discovers that Charlie discovers Prancer. They eventually, the news mentions about Jessica Roth, who was the main girl in the first movie, and the town became, well, the town. It became a town thing. So, yeah. That's really what that sort of story. I'm getting ahead of myself. I think personally this is good. This is good. This is not great. Direct-to-video films usually are bad. Here, it was a decent watch. I think for a Christmas movie, as a standalone film, I think it's good for what it is. I will say there are some problems with the movie, and I'll get through the biggest problem with the movie. The principal. Michael O'Keefe, I don't know if he was miscasted, but I didn't think he was anything special in this movie. Honestly, he's just a cliched. He's the principal that, honestly, he could have been left out of the movie. You could have put him in. You could have left him out. The movie would have been a little more better. But yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else. John Corbett's good. I believe the relationship. See, the mom has a relationship with John Corbett's character Tom. Then she has another relationship with Charlie. Gavin's the name of the actor. Charlie is the main. His mom is dating the principal, or friends, I don't know. Charlie here reminds me a little bit of Beaver in the Leave the Beaver movie from '97. He kind of reminds me of that. I'm not saying this kid, he's really good in it. I think for a young actor to take on a role to a film I thought was mediocre, he's actually good for what it is. Honestly, this movie, I'm not harping the movie. This movie is fine, I guess. I like it. It's kind of hard to say, but I have seen the first movie, and I do own the first movie. I'm not going to cover the first movie because that's MGM. This was Universal, USA Films at first. But yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else. Some of the effects are good. I feel at times, there's one scene where he sets up a lot of food for Prancer. I feel they were trying to rip off E.T. at times. When E.T. goes into the house and he finds a bunch of food. Prancer is a lot like that. It's a lot like that scene in E.T. I don't know if I want to compare it to that. The effect at the end with Prancer, like the effect of him, basically the ending of the film is the same ending that Prancer did. In Prancer Returns, basically here, Prancer is sent to the animal shelter and the principal gets bit by Prancer. Or apparently in the movie, it's Prancer's son. Apparently Prancer dies, so now they got Prancer's son. I don't get it. I really don't get that. But the principal gets bit by Prancer, and now they send him to the animal shelter. And the mom's all worried. Tom apparently says, "Don't worry. I got a phone call from the shelter. The mayor came in. They're not going to put their hands on that deer. Okay, they're not going to put the hands on that deer." So Charlie falls off a cliff, then Prancer saves him, basically. Yeah, that's really about it. This was kind of hard to review because I feel for direct-to-video films, I feel they could be hit and miss. This movie was definitely hit. It's not a miss. This movie is good. This is not a masterpiece. Direct-to-video films are never masterpiece. Is this the worst direct-to-video film? Absolutely not. If you compare it to the two American Tail films, the dozens amount of Land Before Time direct-to-video films, this is tame. This is actually, those were not very good. Some were good, some were bad in that Land Before Time direct-to-video franchise, i.e. the sequel right here. But for a direct-to-video, this one is one of the better of the direct-to-video movies that I have watched on this channel. So, can't really fault that. I definitely enjoyed it for what it was, and it's not terrible. The performances can be hit and miss. I actually think the best actor in this is actually, it's tough. I think John Corbett may be the best, but Gavin Fink puts on a really, really good performance. You really feel bad for what this kid goes through, and to take the reins of discovering a reindeer, Santa's reindeer, and try to be not really a hero, but more or less, it basically all comes down to if you love the first movie, then you're going to want to see the sequel. But if you thought the first movie was just mediocre, and I wasn't sure if this was going to be good. I thought, oh gosh, this is going to be like the Land Before Time movies. No, actually, I'm pleasantly surprised. I wasn't bored with this movie, but I did enjoy it for what it was. So this is going to be hard to say what I'm going to rate this movie. So I'm going to go ahead right now and rate this movie now. So let's get to it. I'm going to give Prancer Returns a 3 out of 5. Yeah, this was really hard for direct-to-video. Now, don't get me wrong. I've seen worse. A 3 out of 5 seems fine for this. If there wasn't too many flaws, this movie would have been one of the best of the best direct-to-video film, or the best direct-to-video Christmas movie. I've watched this before, but I didn't review it on the channel. So this was actually my second watch. I wasn't sure, like I said. I seen part of it, but didn't watch it in full. And I think it was an enjoyable watch. This was enjoyable. It wasn't boring. It kept me glued to the TV until the very end. The ending was really good. The effects near the end of the movie are actually, for 2001, are pretty good. So, yeah, if you do want to check out Prancer Returns, I definitely recommending it. If you find this dirt cheap out in the wild, pick it up. Definitely give this one a watch. If you've never seen Prancer, you don't even need to watch the original Prancer. They do tell you a little bit of the character from the first movie, but that's all you need to know. This could just be a standalone Christmas movie. They could have called this something else. Now, Universal did put out a third Prancer movie in that series. I forget what it's called, but it's now considered a trilogy. I don't own it, but if I do come across it, I'll check it out because I want to see if it's any good. If it's good, bad, whatever, I do want to check out the movie for what it is. So, yeah, I guess check out Prancer Returns. That's pretty much all I have to say about it. So, yeah, that's my review of Prancer Returns. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you do like the content of the channel, you can come back onto the channel. I have a ton of videos. Click onto the channel. Check out what you see. Like, comment, subscribe. Click the subscribe button. Click the bell. Ring the bell to get all of my notifications of what I put up on the channel. I'm also on Letterboxd, guys, so you can go ahead and check me out there. A ton of content on there. Lots of stuff, though, on the channel. So, yeah, November will be the last month of Hit UV. But we're not near the end of November, so tons more content will be coming up. More reviews near the end of November. Definitely stop by the channel. So, yeah. And that's it. And as always, keep watching those Universal movies. And I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.